I want this class to be the first step in change.
We can emphasize more on, people who are otherwise marginalized.
I want to be an advocate for minorities. I want to be an advocate for Latinos and
pretty much bring to the community topics that
I want to show you guys that you can do. Not just because he says that you can't or anyone says that you can't, you have to keep doing it.
Si se puede, yes we can. Yeah.
So my name is Liliana Gallegos and I'm originally from Tijuana, Baja California. I am an assistant professor here in the Department of Communication Studies at Cal State San Bernardino. And this is my second year teaching here. I've been here for about a year and 6 months. So COM 343 is an experimental, community-based activist journalism course that also works as a practicum course, which means that this is like a lab where students can actually engage in different media formats and they can learn from them. So right now we have PR, video, editing. We also have writing, journalistic writing. We have digital media, the documentary film that we're creating as we go along to be able to record and archive everything that we do here, because it's also research for me. In this course, I want to apply those theoretical perspectives. That's what I'm actually already doing. I'm applying those theoretical perspectives to address the current needs and demands of our students post-election 2016. So this course responds to the lack of representation found in mainstream journalism and sensationalism and so-called yellow journalism, right? In order for us to build our community instead, we're gonna do it. We're gonna show them how we want it to be done.
I think what I can take from this class is I can obtain different skills, from different sectors of media. For example, writing for media, radio, newspaper. I feel like, there's many skills I can obtain from this class. We can do a different type of journalism where we can emphasize more on, people who are otherwise marginalized in our communities, such as the undocumented, LGBT, among others.
The problem here is lack of representation, misrepresentation, negative feelings, fear that students have at this moment. We don't know what's going to happen in our country. So, that's basically what the class is about. I want to give you, my students, an opportunity, to be who they are, to offer what they have to offer, and in the process, maybe we can change education.
The way that I like to say that I'm breaking these stereotypes that all the minorities are being accused of, especially the Hispanic and Latino minorities, is by basically pushing myself to further my education even and come to college. I just think that it's a very specific situation with Latinos because we have so many generations, that still look up to us, and even till this day and time, I have my nieces and nephews who are dreamers, and they look up to me and they want to be where I'm at someday, and I just feel really, really proud to see that they want to be there where I'm at right now.
We're going to be sending out, stories featuring our coyotes, in the Coyote Pack, and we hope that some media outlets out there take them and share them with the world, because I think it's necessary for us to clarify some of these things.
I'm taking this course because I felt like it was an opportunity for students to expose stories, pretty much bring to the community topics that were not being spoken about and ideas that people were simply passing by and not taking the chance to actually get into detail with. And these stories pretty much revolve around students. They revolve around the Inland Empire, our community, and pretty much a lot of minorities that don't get that chance to speak up.
We have to work as teams, not as saviors, not in the hierarchy of this logic of coloniality that we still live under. So this is, like I said, our class does that. It questions that authority of who can be a journalist, who can represent, who can speak for themselves.
I'm taking this class in particular because I'm hoping that it'll make a difference. It'll make a difference in terms of not what we're accustomed to, what we're taught to do, but it's something different. I'm taking it because I want to be an advocate for minorities. I want to be an advocate for Latinos and Hispanics and in general, yeah.
We're going to be existing on our own terms, under our own rules, under our own logic, our own premises, and we are going to share that with the world. I mean, here, look, this other world or this other way of representation is possible. We're going to show everyone. We all want to show the community and the entire world that there are different and more complex and sophisticated ways of representing our struggles journalistically, yeah? Ones that respect our dignity and our humanity. At the same time, we want the stories that we produce here to serve as a catalyst of inspiration to other young producers while educating our faculty, staff, and other students of the realities of our fellow community members, the members that we live with, that we see every day. And maybe we don't see them, and maybe this is gonna, help people start looking at each other. So ultimately, we're creating consciousness, empathy, and unity that will hopefully seep through and directly affect the way we relate to each other, our communities, even our own selves within ourselves, right? And also mix that into our academic endeavors, stop separating those things. And we may ultimately then discover that we can actually make a difference when we propose that other worlds, plural, are possible.